Atomic Habits is a self-help book that provides readers with a practical guide to developing good habits and breaking bad ones. Author James Clear argues that small changes can have a significant impact over time, and by focusing on consistent, incremental improvements, we can achieve lasting success. The book is organized into 4 sections, each focusing on a different aspect of habit formation: the fundamentals, the 4 laws of behavior change, make it obvious, and make it satisfying. In the first section, Clear provides an overview of the key concepts and theories behind habit formation. He explains that habits are formed through a feedback loop of cue, craving, response, and reward, and that by understanding this loop, we can begin to modify our behavior. Clear also discusses the importance of focusing on systems rather than goals, and how making small, consistent changes can build momentum over time. In the second section, Clear introduces the 4 laws of behavior change: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. He explains that in order to create lasting habits, we must make them obvious by reducing friction and increasing visibility, make them attractive by associating them with positive emotions, make them easy by breaking them down into small, manageable steps, and make them satisfying by providing a sense of reward. In the third section, Clear provides specific strategies for making habits obvious, including using visual cues, creating implementation intentions, and designing our environment to support our habits. He also discusses the importance of creating a habit stack, or linking new habits to existing ones, to make them easier to integrate into our daily routines. In the final section, Clear focuses on the importance of making habits satisfying. He explains that by tracking our progress, celebrating our successes, and providing ourselves with immediate rewards, we can create a sense of momentum and motivation that will help us stick to our habits over time. Clear also discusses the concept of identity-based habits, or creating habits that reinforce our desired identity, and how this can help us achieve lasting change. Throughout the book, Clear provides practical examples and case studies to illustrate his concepts, and encourages readers to take action by implementing his strategies and tools. He emphasizes the importance of consistency and persistence, and encourages readers to focus on small wins rather than large, ambitious goals. By following the principles outlined in Atomic Habits, readers can create lasting change in their lives and achieve their goals, one small habit at a time. Chapter 1. The surprising power of atomic habits. Small changes can have a big impact. James Clear introduces the concept of atomic habits, small habits that are easy to do and repeat consistently. He argues that these habits can lead to massive results over time. In this chapter, Clear discusses the importance of focusing on the process of habit formation rather than just the outcome. He also introduces the concept of habit stacking, where you add a new habit to an existing one, making it easier to remember and maintain. Chapter 2. How your habits shape your identity, and vice versa. Who we are is shaped by what we do. Clear discusses how our habits shape our identity and how our identity can shape our habits. He suggests that we should focus on changing our identity to change our habits. In this chapter, he explains how to do this by focusing on small changes and developing a growth mindset. Chapter 3. How to build better habits in 4 simple steps. Clear outlines a simple, 4-step process for building better habits. Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. He provides examples of how to apply these steps to various habits, from exercise to reading to writing. In this chapter, he also discusses the importance of creating a habit tracker to measure progress and stay motivated. Chapter 4. The Man Who Didn't Look Right. Environmental design can make good habits easier and bad habits harder. Clear tells the story of a hospital that reduced patient falls by redesigning the environment to make it safer. In this chapter, he explains how we can use environmental design to make good habits easier and bad habits harder. He provides examples of how to do this in our homes, workplaces, and other environments. Chapter 5. The best way to start a new habit. Start small, make it easy, and make it quick. Clear suggests that the best way to start a new habit is to make it easy and quick to do. He provides examples of how to apply this strategy to various habits, from flossing to meditation. In this chapter, he also discusses the importance of starting with a habit that is so small that it seems almost too easy. Chapter 18. How to design your environment and mindset for success. In this chapter, James Clear discusses the importance of designing our environment and mindset for success. he provides examples of how to do this, such as using the power of visual cues and surrounding ourselves with positive influences. Chapter 19. The secret to results that last. The secret to results that last is to focus on identity-based habits. Clear suggests that we should focus on creating habits that reinforce our desired identity. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using the power of self-affirmation and focusing on small wins. Chapter 20. The habits of top performers, creatives, and leaders. With Rich Roll. In this chapter, Clear interviews Rich Roll, a wellness advocate and ultra-endurance athlete, about his habits and how he stays on track with his goals. They discuss topics such as setting intentions, creating a daily routine, and using meditation to improve focus and productivity. Chapter 21. How to make a habit stick, even if it's hard. In this final chapter, Clear provides a comprehensive guide on how to make a habit stick, even if it's difficult. He suggests focusing on the 4 laws of behavior change: make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. Clear provides examples of how to apply each of these laws to create lasting habits. Overall, Atomic Habits provides a practical guide to developing good habits and breaking bad ones. By focusing on small changes and building momentum, we can achieve significant results over time. With the strategies and tools provided in the book, anyone can improve their habits and achieve their goals. Chapter 6. Motivation is overrated. Environment often matters more. Creating an environment that makes it easy to do good habits is more effective than relying on motivation. Clear suggests that we should design our environment to make good habits easier and bad habits harder. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to use environment design to create a productive workspace, a healthy eating environment, and a home environment that promotes good habits. Chapter 7. The secret to consistently achieving your goals. Building systems that make it easy to do the right thing is more effective than relying solely on willpower and motivation. Clear suggests that we should focus on building systems that will help us achieve our goals. In this chapter, he explains how to create a system for habit formation and goal achievement. He also discusses the importance of having an accountability partner to help us stay on track. Chapter 8. The truth about talent, when genes matter and when they don't. In this chapter, James Clear challenges the idea that talent is innate and suggests that it's often the result of hard work and deliberate practice. He explains that genes can play a role in our abilities, but they're only part of the picture. Clear provides examples of how to use deliberate practice to build skills in areas like sports, music, and writing. Chapter 9. The one thing you need to know about willpower. Willpower is a limited resource that can be depleted over time. Clear suggests that we should focus on building habits that make good decisions automatic and reduce our reliance on willpower. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using implementation intentions and setting up default choices. Chapter 10. The best way to stop procrastinating. Procrastination is often a result of a lack of clarity or fear of failure. Clear suggests that we should focus on making our habits more attractive and enjoyable to reduce the urge to procrastinate. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using temptation bundling and focusing on the immediate rewards of a habit. Chapter 11. The myth of multitasking, and how to get more done. Multitasking can reduce productivity and increase errors. Clear suggests that we should focus on single tasking and eliminating distractions to get more done. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using the Pomodoro technique and setting up a distraction-free work environment. Chapter 12. A simple way to crush bad habits. Breaking bad habits can be challenging, but Clear suggests that we should focus on replacing them with good habits. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using habit stacking and creating a habit contract with ourselves. Chapter 13. How to make good habits inevitable and bad habits impossible. We can make good habits easier and bad habits harder by designing our environment. Clear suggests that we should focus on environmental design to create a habit-friendly environment. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using social pressure and creating physical barriers to bad habits. Chapter 14. The cardinal rule of behavior change. The most important rule of behavior change is to make it satisfying. Clear suggests that we should focus on making our habits rewarding and enjoyable. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using habit tracking and creating a habit celebration ritual. Chapter 15. How to stick to your habits every day. Consistency is key to developing good habits. Clear suggests that we should focus on making our habits a non-negotiable part of our daily routine. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as using habit stacking and creating an environment that supports our habits. Chapter 16, The Advanced Tactics I Use to Stay on Track. Clear provides advanced tactics for staying on track with our habits, such as using the Goldilocks rule and focusing on systems over goals. In this chapter, he also discusses the importance of having a growth mindset and embracing failure as a natural part of the learning process. Chapter 17, How to Use Temptation Bundling to Stick to Your Habits. Temptation bundling is a strategy for making our habits more attractive by pairing them with something we enjoy. Clear suggests that we should use temptation bundling to make our habits more enjoyable and easier to stick to. In this chapter, he provides examples of how to do this, such as listening to audiobooks while exercising.